The mortal realms had never known a time as glorious as the Age of Myth, a time where the Pantheon of Order spread their influence to every corner of the cosmos, ushering in unparalleled prosperity for all. The originator of this alliance was Sigmar, the God King, the Lord of the Storm Eternal, the Redeemer, the Starlit King. Sigmar is not just a god that wields thunder. He is a protector and warrior, defender of his believers, and all who are oppressed seeking righteous salvation. Whatever belief people have of a god who is willing to care for his subjects, Sigmar resembles that in his many manifestations. To have faith in Sigmar the God King is to know he has faith in you as well. Nagash, the god of death, is fueled with his own cruel sense of justice and blessed with incalculable patience. He is always planning and will strike out as assuredly as death itself. Regardless of your faith, the great necromancer believes he has rulership over all souls. Nagash can be kind, but his infamy for punishing cruelty overshadows any good he does. He appears as many manifestations: a nurturing aspect that soothes the dying in their last moments, a priest that gives succor to those whose deaths are too painful to bear, and the most popular, the warlike undying king. Gorka Morka, the two-headed god of destruction, is the greatest and most respected deity of the Greenskins. With the combined aspects of Gork, who is brutal but cunning, and Mork, who is cunning but brutal, this rampaging Hulk is always looking for the next great fight. The savagery of Gorka Morka is even visited upon celestial bodies such as the Bad Moon, which played the role of a potential snack to this god of destruction. Once Gorka Morka starts their rampage, no threat or civilization stands a chance against a relentless assault. Grimnir, the Duardan berserker god worshipped by the Fireslayers and brother to Grungni, was freed by Sigmar. Pledging to repay the debt to the God King, Grimnir demanded a divine duty of war. Sigmar, not wanting to disrespect the berserker with unworthy foes, asked him to face Volcatrix, god beast and mother of the salamanders. The fight between the two was so cataclysmic that regions of the fiery Akshi forever changed from the bout. Matched in strength, the two killed one another, the apocalyptic death of two divine beings mixing their spirits, scattering their essence across the mortal realms in the form of Urgold. Fireslayers believe that they can resurrect Grimnir should they acquire all pieces of this fabled metal. Brother to Grimnir is Grungni the Maker. So great is this Duardan god's inventions and weapons that he forged the chains binding the god beast Ignax as the second son of Akshi. It is not just Duardan that follow Grungni, but any smiths or inventors who have come to have faith in him. He is the greatest ally of Sigmar, and was instrumental in the creation of the Stormcast Eternals. His somewhat misplaced belief in his people is so great he left them to fend for themselves against the forces of chaos. He is now trying to reunite his fractured and decimated people from this heir in his judgment. Tyrion, the sun god of Hysh, is blind and only able to see through his brother Teclis's eyes. During the Age of Chaos, Tyrion defended his people against Slaanesh's incursions and the ramifications of the Okari Dara. He represents the valor and martial prowess of elfin kind. Alongside Tyrion is Teclis, the god of light, who rules over Hysh with his brother. Teclis is known as a god of innovation and perfection through the arcane. He is the light of truth. Many great feats of magical prowess are successful due to his wisdom, including the entrapment of Slaanesh and the annihilation of the great necromancer Nagash. He was the first of the gods to resurrect souls found within Slaanesh's gullet. Malarian, the god of shadow, is the reincarnated Malekith given life without memories or physical form. Over time, his body solidified as the memories of his former life returned. Malarian rules over the realm of Ulgu, defending it against the followers of Slaanesh that believe their god is imprisoned among its shadows. Most recently ascended from this pantheon is Marathi Kane, the Shadow Queen. She claims to be Kane reborn. She is prideful, and her actions have been mostly selfishly driven. She rules over Hagnar, an undesirable portion of Ulgu gifted by Malarian to her. Regardless of her new place as a god, her previous relation with the other gods and some of her current actions lead her to be mistrusted and even openly disrespected by her son, Malarian. Last of Sigmar's pantheon is Alariel, the goddess of life. So greatly has she taken to this title that she has even weaved herself into the life magic that flows through the realm of Ghyran. The splendor of life can be experienced when she is joyful, and the stinging heat and piercing cold can be felt when she is reclusive or angered. Because of her unrivaled association to life, she was a prime target of Nurgle, the chaos god of disease. So cataclysmic was the war that Alariel had given up hope and accepted her coming oblivion. Miraculously, she was reborn at the cost of many Stormcast, mortal, and Sylvaneth lives. Now she returns reinvigorated and ready to wage war against any who would stand against life. But the Age of Myth is a time forgotten, and in the Age of Sigmar, very few of these gods answer Sigmar's call for unity. Only time will tell if these gods still hold the power to shape the destiny of the mortal realms.